For 2 days, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations head office was busy taking statements from tens of officials and suppliers associated with the new NYS scam. The final day was startling, though. The story of someone who on paper was a supplier with NYS confessing that they received payments of 60 million shillings but could not remember who they supplied to NYS. The unnamed beneficiary says, quote, "I have never tendered for any supply at NYS. I don't know how to tender. I walked into NYS offices and I was given a local purchase order worth 60 million shillings. I don't know where the items were sourced, neither what was supplied to NYS." End of quote. The rot at NYS and the laxity of procurement officers exposed in the said supplier's confession that they had no physical office and that they operated from anywhere. By the end of the day, 29 officers of the National Youth Service had been interrogated, picked from the departments of procurement, finance and accounting, especially those who operate and interact with the Financial Information Management System, FMIS. Other officers work at the stores department and responsible for receiving deliveries and keeping records of supplies that were used to make payments. NYS Director General Richard Dubai and Public Service and Youth PS Lilian Bogo Molo, who have since proceeded to 3-month leave, had also been interrogated. Sources at the DCI indicating that 20 companies believed to have benefited from the alleged loot are under investigation. Directors of 14 of them have reportedly recorded statements with the DCI. The Department of Criminal Investigations is probing how monies up to 8.8 billion shillings was paid out despite some of the transactions lacking supporting documents, while others were paid without actual deliveries of supplies. It is also claimed that certain individuals colluded with NYS officials and used different names of companies to win supply contracts and eventually secure payments. But the department believes it has found a strong case against at least 30 of those being investigated and that it will just be a matter of time before the prosecution opens its cases. Reports further indicate that the Assets Recovery Agency has been mapping property of NYS officials and those of directors of suspect companies, where some have had their property frozen. These include motor vehicles, parcels of land and bank accounts. Plans are underway to have the courts to grant shiza and forfeiture orders as soon as the cases commence, while government agencies have been alerted not to allow transfer of ownership of the flagged property. Some of the suspect companies are Exila Supply Services, that is listed to deal with supply of stationery, Era 2K merchants, that as per the Register of Companies deals in buying and selling property. Others are First Edge Limited and Flagstone Merchants, registered as private companies. With the interrogation process complete, the DCI boss George Kinoti is said to have met the 6-member team that was handling the questioning, after which a report will be generated and filed with the Director of Public Prosecutions, Nuruddin Haji, to prefer charges against those thought culpable, while others will act as witnesses. Sam Gituku for The Big Question.